Hey everyone! If your medical device is already in Hong Kong and you're thinking, what's the next step? How do we expand into Asia from here? Then you're already at a very important stage of growth. Because Hong Kong is not just a market. It is often used as a launchpad, regulatory bridge, distribution hub, Asia-Pacific entry point. But here's the reality most companies only realize too late. Expanding from Hong Kong into Asia is not automatic. It is complex, market-specific, regulatory-heavy, documentation-intensive, strategy-dependent. We've seen companies struggle with failed regional expansion, regulatory mismatch across countries, distributor conflicts in Asia markets, delayed approvals in new regions, unexpected testing requirements, high resubmission costs, lost momentum after Hong Kong entry, and the biggest mistake? Thinking Hong Kong approval automatically unlocks Asia. It does not. Because each Asian market has its own system. China, strict regulatory classification. Singapore, risk-based registration. Malaysia, licensing and conformity assessment. Indonesia, local authorization models. Thailand, TFDA requirements. Vietnam, import licensing controls. So in this complete guide, we'll break down how Hong Kong fits into Asia expansion strategy, step-by-step regional expansion roadmap, regulatory pathways across Asia, documentation strategy, timeline breakdown, cost structure, very important, distributor and licensing strategy, common mistakes with real examples, market sequencing strategy, risk reduction methods, how to scale efficiently from Hong Kong hub. Let's begin. Part 1. Why Hong Kong is used as an Asia hub. Hong Kong is strategically important because strong international trade system, trusted regulatory environment, gateway to Asian distributors, easy logistics infrastructure, strong healthcare procurement network, but most importantly, it acts as a credibility bridge for Asia expansion. But here's the misunderstanding. Many companies believe if we are approved in Hong Kong, Asia expansion will be easy. But reality is different. Hong Kong approval helps credibility, does not replace Asia regulations, does not guarantee acceptance. Example: a manufacturer used Hong Kong listing to enter Southeast Asia. But each country required full local documentation. Additional testing was required. Local agents had to be appointed. Result: expansion slowed significantly. Key insight: Hong Kong is a gateway but not a shortcut. Part 2. Asia Expansion Strategy Overview. Step 1. Define target markets. Before expanding, identify priority countries, market size, regulatory difficulty, distributor availability, hospital demand. Why this matters? Asia is not one market. It is multiple independent systems. Mistake: trying to enter all Asian markets simultaneously. Example: company attempted expansion into 5 countries at once. Result: resource overload, regulatory confusion, delayed approvals. Best practice: expand in phases. Step 2. Market sequencing strategy. Recommended sequence often includes Singapore, fast regulatory clarity; Malaysia, structured approval system; Indonesia, large market potential; Thailand, growing healthcare demand; Vietnam, emerging market expansion; China, high complexity, high reward. Mistake: entering high complexity markets too early. Best practice: Start with low-friction regulatory markets first. Step 3. Regulatory mapping per country. Each country has unique requirements. Singapore, risk-based classification, strong documentation system. Malaysia, Medical Device Authority, MDA, conformity assessment required. Indonesia, local licensing plus importer requirements, local certification system. China, strict classification and registration, high documentation burden. Key insight: one strategy does not fit all Asia markets. Part 3. Step-by-step Asia expansion roadmap. Step 1. Hong Kong Foundation preparation. Before expanding, ensure documentation consistency. Validate technical files. Standardize labeling. Mistake: using inconsistent documentation across regions. Fix: create unified global technical dossier. Step 2. Regulatory gap analysis. Check clinical data gaps, test report validity, labeling differences, risk management alignment. Mistake: assuming Hong Kong documentation is sufficient for Asia. Example: EU-tested device still required local performance validation in Asia. Fix: perform country-specific gap analysis. Step 3. Distributor strategy design. Distributors play a major role in Asia expansion. Evaluate: market reach, regulatory experience, hospital network, import capability. Mistake: choosing distributor only based on cost. Example: cheap distributor failed to handle regulatory coordination. Result: delayed market entry. Fix: choose experienced regulatory plus commercial partners. Step 4. Regulatory submission per country. Each submission includes product dossier, technical file, labeling, clinical data, risk documents. Mistake: submitting identical dossier across all countries. Fix: customize per regulatory authority. Step 5. Local agent/representative appointment. Many countries require local importer, local agent, authorized representative. Mistake: using same representative structure for all countries. Fix: country-specific representation planning. Step 6. Approval and market entry execution. Once approved, launch strategy, distributor onboarding, pricing alignment, hospital engagement. Mistake: focusing only on approval, not commercialization. Fix: align regulatory and sales strategy together. Part 4. Documents required. Core documents: device description, intended use, risk management file, clinical evaluation, test reports, ISO certificates, labeling and IFU. Country-specific documents: local authorization letters, import licenses, agent agreements, product registration forms. Common documentation mistakes: outdated test reports, inconsistent product claims, missing signatures, mismatched labeling. Key insight: documentation consistency is the foundation of multi-country expansion. Part 5. Timeline breakdown. Asia expansion timeline. Strategy planning: 1 to 3 months. Documentation preparation: 2 to 6 months. Regulatory submission: 3 to 12 months per country. Market rollout: ongoing. What causes delay? Missing documentation, poor distributor coordination, regulatory misunderstandings, country-specific rework. Key insight: Asia expansion is a phased journey, not a single approval process. Part 6. Cost breakdown. direct costs, regulatory submissions, local agent fees, documentation preparation, testing and validation, translation, hidden costs, multiple country rework, delayed market entry, distributor inefficiency, label redesign, lost sales opportunities. Example: company reused documentation without adaptation. Result: resubmission costs doubled. Key lesson: cheap global submission strategies often become expensive regional failures. Part 7. Biggest mistakes to avoid. Mistake 1. Treating Asia as one market. Result: regulatory failures. Mistake 2. Copy-paste documentation. Result: rejection or delays. Mistake 3. Weak distributor selection. Result: poor market performance. Mistake 4. No sequencing strategy. Result: resource overload. Mistake 5. Ignoring country-specific regulations. Result: compliance risk. Key insight: Asia expansion requires precision, not speed alone. Part 8. Final strategic takeaway. Smart expansion strategy. Use Hong Kong as a hub, not final destination. Expand in phases. Customize regulatory strategy per country. Strengthen documentation consistency. Choose distributors carefully. Align regulatory and commercial goals. One powerful sentence: successful Asia expansion is not about entering fast, it's about entering correctly in the right order. Planning to expand from Hong Kong into Asia markets? Don't let wrong sequencing, weak documentation, poor distributor strategy, regulatory mismatch, delayed approvals slow your growth. Why choose OMC Medical? Asia multi-country regulatory expertise, Hong Kong MDACS strategy support, distributor network planning, technical documentation alignment, end-to-end market expansion consulting. Whether you're expanding into one country or building a full Asia strategy, talk to OMC Medical experts today. If this video helped you understand how to expand from Hong Kong into Asia markets, follow OMC Medical for more global regulatory strategies, medical device compliance insights, and international expansion guidance. See you in the next video.